So, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about another subject. So, welcome to civil engineering. So, let's go through. This is just an introduction of civil engineering. So, we'll go through the basics of civil engineering. So, we're going to go through the topics such as scopes of civil engineering, materials used for construction, and bricks. We'll see. So, scopes of civil engineering. These are also known as fields of civil engineering. So we are just referring just seven main scopes of civil engineering, but there are more than seven or eight or even nine. So the main scopes of civil engineering are surveying, structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, hydraulics and water resources, transportation engineering, environmental engineering, and construction planning and management. So we'll just go through each and every scope and or field of civil engineering briefly. And if not brief, then we'll just go through each and everything. So we just so we just understand each one. So surveying. So basically, surveying is the study of the field or the site where you're going to build the structure. So the study of surveying enables the engineering to determine relative positions of points on the surface of Earth. So when let's say you're going to build a house, you need to know the type of soil or the type of land you're going to build the house on. You need to know if it's leveled. So all these things are done by surveying. So this is one of the main field of civil engineering. Some of the common instruments used for surveying are chain, tape, compass. So these are just traditional surveying equipments which were used in historic periods, but now we use theodolite, rotor stations, GPS, and drones. Structural engineering. Structural engineering is basically the blueprints and the way you want to build your house and stuff. So structural engineering deals with a wide variety of structural systems like buildings, bridges, dams, transportation systems, water and sewage systems, distribution facilities, power generation stations, storage tanks, and many other facilities. So I think let's say you have a limited housing space, but you wanna define how or you wanna build a house your way. So this is where structural engineering takes place. They want using the blueprint, uh, they can build the house the way you want. So they plan and decide how the structure needs to be. So you can see the uses of structural engineering or the applications of structural engineering. The next, geotechnical. This branch of civil engineering is also called as soil mechanics. So this deals with basically soil. So uh, this is generally used in farming land, or sometimes this is used to study the different types of soil, to know its behavior and to know where this kind of soils can be used. Fluid mechanics and hydraulics. Yeah, as the name says, fluid refers to gas and liquid. So this deals with the flow of gas or water. And yeah, the most general and common thing that comes to your mind is dams. So dams are constructed by civil engineers to control the huge flow or huge amount of or huge flow of water. Uh, when water is drawn from a reservoir and conveyed through closed conduits or open channels, the knowledge of the behavior of liquids in motion is useful. So a reservoir, like let's say we have a reservoir, and if you don't have any walls or anything to control the flow of water, it might spread over the other sides, or it may even go through the village sites. So it must be properly constructed. So fluid mechanics and hydraulics is also one of the fields of civil engineering. Water resources and engineering. Water is water is actually one of the most essential thing a human being needs. So it's important to let's say you again you build a house, but it's difficult to survive without water. So let's say you supply water from the ground to your house. So the supply of water to your house is constructed by civil engineers. Transportation engineering. This refers to roadways, railways, airways, or waterways. So the roads and the railway tracks, these are all built by civil engineers. So this is what transportation engineering usually refers to. The subject deals with the transport of men and material through different communication routes of the plan, what just as I said. So, environmental engineering. So, in civil engineering, not only deals with the basic needs, but it also deals with the environment because it's important. Um, this is an important branch of civil engineering which covers both water supply and sanitary engineering. The importance of clean environment was spread with the rapid growth in population and the growth in urbanization and industry. Construction engineering and planning. So let's refer this scope of engineering as construction planning and management. Let's say we have a construction project and the builder needs to manage the man, material, and the money for a specific time. So he needs to manage all these things. So this is generally referred as construction planning and management. Materials used in construction. Um, So we'll go through the materials that are used generally or most commonly used materials for construction. Brick. We'll go through brick later because we have a huge classification and explanation for brick. So we'll go through it again later. Cement. Cement is a finely pulverized material, dark green color, having a resistive property. So yeah, cement is one of the most essential material used in constructions. When mixed with water, you can use it as a cement mortar, and you can also use it for making concrete blocks or even concrete pillars. So cement is obtained from burning together limestone, sand, clay, iron oxide, and magnesium oxide at very high temperature, cooled, and then fine ground. So this is how cement is prepared using few elements. Cement mortar, as I said, it is used for plastering basically. So to fill in the gaps between the bricks or to fill in the walls. So it basically acts as a plastering material. Steels are used in pillars basically. Due to its high tensile strength, it holds the load. Load refers to the weight being imparted on the floors or slabs. So steels are used in pillars and slabs. Construction chemicals. Construction chemicals. So you see these construction chemicals: concrete admixtures, concrete curing compounds, polymer bonding agents, protective and decorative agents, water repellents, adhesives, sealants and caulks, epoxy grafts. So let's go through some of the construction chemicals. I'll just explain it. Water repellents. These are, let's say, waterproof chemicals. So this helps your structure to protect or to be waterproof. Let's say you apply this on the outside exterior walls of the structure, then the walls become waterproof. And sealants and caulks, these are used to fill the cracks or the holes in your walls. And protective and decorative agents. Yeah, these are also the few plastering materials which are used to make your tiles or the floors strong. So classification of bricks. So now we'll go through bricks. Bricks are basically rectangular molded clays which are dried. So bricks are classified as two types: sun-dried clays and burnt bricks. So sun-dried clays are the rectangular molds which are molded into the shape and left for drying in sun. And the burnt bricks are instead of drying them in the sun, they are burnt. So first class bricks are good quality bricks compared to other classes. They're molded by TV molding and burnt in large scale. So these bricks contain standard shape, sharp edges, and smooth surfaces. So these are basically the highest classes of brick, and of course they're higher in cost. So, these have 5 to 3% of water absorbent property. Like let's say you dip a first class brick in a huge vessel of water. The water gets absorbed only to 3 to 5% of the brick. That so it's basically used in higher structures which have a higher capital to invest. Second class bricks. Second class bricks are moderate quality bricks and they're molded by grounding molding process. These bricks are also burnt in kilns. but because of ground molding, they do not have smooth surfaces as well as sharp edges. So these are a bit lower than the first class bricks, but they're not perfect. So they don't have those sharp edges and stuff. The edges and corners are just a bit blunt. And these have about 10 to 12%, or maybe even more, maybe 15% of water absorbent properties. The same thing, you dip the brick in the vessel of water, then the brick is filled with 15% of the brick was filled with water. Third class bricks, these are the lowest qualities of bricks. These are basically used in temporary buildings, such as when, let's say, you're building you have a huge building project, and the masons living there need to reside in a small building. So for temporary stuff, these bricks are used. Third class bricks are poor quality bricks, which are generally used for temporary structures like unburned bricks. These are not suitable for rainy areas. Exactly. So the water absorbent properties of third class bricks is very high, like 25%. So if these are used in rainy areas, it's easy to break structures, or even without efforts. So these are the basics of civil engineering. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.